Hello,
I'm Renee.
and I'm Jay.
And we are making a little part 2 to a video that we had just previously made, but I just really wanted to piggyback off of the topic on how we as empaths deal with narcissists in our day-to-day lives, whether they're strangers, family, friends, lovers, any of that.
We're always because we want that lesson. We're gonna tract it like it. That's where, yeah. We are the flypaper, by the way.
Oh, for sure.
Right?
Yeah, we are the ones that are attracting these kind of people.
The flies to go.
There's something.
Suck our bloods.
Yeah, I don't
bite
know.
us and suck our bloods.
It's just like we see something in a narcissist that I feel like, for me at least, there's something I might see in said narcissist, and I will identify them as a narcissist very quickly. But yet you're
drawn to them.
Yeah, there's something about them that still intrigues me, and makes me more interested.
Is it the oppositeness? Because if it is a power, right, we're here, they're definitely here.
Yeah.
Right? And so we're seeking that opposite to balance us.
The opposites attract effect,
Yeah.
I definitely feel like
maybe we need more balance, and to be able to be like, okay, well, I see that you're the narcissist, and I want the power of being able to be withdrawn and not be able to just give away my energy,
yes.
Right?
I agree.
But not be taken, because once they see that, they're like, all right, but then they'll take all of our energy.
Take it.
By jumping over our borders, which we set none. As
empaths, we are very sucky at setting boundaries.
Oh, we're the worst.
So, and narcissists, they don't see boundaries. They don't respect boundaries.
They run right over them like they don't exist.
Yeah, they do that, whether it's disrespectfully or even respectfully, but charming, but also still disrespectfully.
Yes, always
but
that charm.
They can charm their way into things, and
gaslighting and telling you oh no, that wasn't even a boundary.
Yeah,
that was pretty clear boundary.
Making you question yourself at times and your boundaries that you set, but yet now you're questioning them because you were manipulated.
Well, yeah, so, in a way, obviously we're being manipulated in as far as that goes. And even when we try, okay, well, we'll do that same thing, and being a novice at the more of the manipulation part, we're like, oh, well, I'll try it, and they just move it right back on us. We're like, dang it, that didn't work.
So yeah, I just I feel like the step to realizing that you're dealing with a narcissist would be just think of them and think of you and how you react to situations and how they might react to situations.
So I've got a really good way. So I know exactly what they do. I've actually been studying this for about a year. I'm feeling better about. Okay, so a narcissist wants the outer perception to be better.
Yes.
Okay, so here is why a narcissist will always love garlic, because garlic is the perfect narcissist.
Garlic is the perfect narcissist?
Yep.
Let's see.
Because garlic smells really bad, but it tastes so good.
It does.
It's horrible smelling. It's like, oh man. But you're drawn to that taste.
Oh yeah. Garlic does taste really
So
good.
their personality is just, they don't have a really heart that's just going to always come in and love you. But you're attracted to that outer thing. So all of the outer aspect of a narcissist will always go for attraction.
Oh, yes.
So they want riches, they want power, they want all these things. And that's what their persona is. They're going to be intelligent.
Yeah.
They can never be wrong.
Charming.
Everything is right. So
materialistic.
Correct. And your family is the one that's always going to take the worst of it, because they don't have to impress the outside, because the family is on the inside.
So there's no need to put on a persona in the family. Now, they are more so, when it comes to family, they just kind of mind fuck you.
Yeah. completely and utterly, because you don't exist to them, because they can't be helped by it.
Exactly.
Unless you can get them power, money, fame, help that they look prettier on the outside, right? Because you're the family, they will always...
And they go for the outside people.
Yes.
For that. Inside people, they know who they truly are for the most part. When you're dealing with a narcissist that's in your family, you're aware that, you might not necessarily be aware that they're a narcissist, but you're aware that there is something that, they have some kind of like way to gaslight you, or, something along those lines. But so the outside world, they want to be seen as someone who is just at a higher status than everyone else.
Yes. So they want everything is this. And so what's going to happen is, to get up here, how do they get here? So here's your family. How do they get up here? Well, they crawl up and push you down to get up. But it's not just them. It's any person that they can pull in. And once they're in, they step over. Yes. So a narcissist is hierarchical. It will mean that it's always going to be like a caste or a system in which the next one is better. So, for instance, the reason you've always wanted on a wedding, why is it one person is going to ruin the wedding? And remember, that's always the one thing.
Oh, yeah.
Every time somebody does that, they're the narcissist.
Yes.
Because you're having a good time, right? You're up here. Well, they need to
come and put you lower than them, no matter what the circumstance is.
Yeah.
No matter if it's your day or not.
Happiest day of their lives, and they're screwing it up because it's not for them.
Our narcissist just doesn't like to see anyone happy other than themselves. You know, they are very jealous people as well. So they, will try to take your shine or dim your light on days like that, and that is another way of being able to seek out someone that you might be close to that is a narcissist. Whenever you are having a good experience or a great day or anything good that's happening for you, if someone seems to kind of knock your shine or not make it as important as you feel it is in that time.
Yeah, and so you'll also see a lot of billionaires, very cheap.
Yes.
And the reason is because they want to spend little for any time it's on the inside. And any time they're doing that, they're pulling it in. That's the inside. Yeah. Because they want the outside to have all of those layers of expensive money.
Yeah.
So, for instance, we would go fishing. It's nice that he took us to go fishing, but a lot of it also towards the end became because I could catch fish all the time, every time. He's like, I'm now an asset, right? Oh. So he's treating me nice to go there. But the place where we go to will be rock bottom on the economy level until other people see it. So on a guided thing, it's super expensive.
Yeah.
So he wants to, instead of pay $300 or $350 a person, right? And if it's just us, right? If it's 3 people, that'd be $1,000, right? If he's got another person, $1,350 or so, now he'll buy the whole boat for $2,000. Well, I'm like, why are you buying the whole boat? That's another several $100s.
Yeah.
That's the money you're complaining about for all the other stuff.
Yeah.
But he wants to look good.
Of course.
To the guide.
The materialistic.
To the outside.
Yeah.
Because then he considers that outside.
But the inside doesn't have to get that same treatment. It's all about what...
That's the smelly part.
It's all about the persona.
Yeah, the garlicky, smelly part is what we get. And the yummy, tasty part, oh, look how good a garlic I taste. I taste so good, right? And we're like, God, it smells horrible.
Yeah, like,
right?
No, give me away.
Yeah.
Yeah, so just, it felt in my spirit to just, speak on that, because I've had my fair dealings, and I'm still learning as I go. I'm very young still, and I'm going to cross paths with narcissists.
This one, we ain't going to figure this one out in a minute.
No, it's going to take forever.
It's going to take forever. I think us building better boundaries and then making people respect them.
Oh, for sure. And no matter what, and boundaries are important. Not to start to get into a rabbit hole on boundaries, but you really do. It says a lot about how much you respect yourself and how much you.
There you go.
You know.
Which is usually about the. So when you're parents, it's always the opposite sex that's supposed to build that up. And when you haven't had a good relationship with that person, then you don't have that thing.
Right.
Because if you were like the most precious thing to that other one, then you would have been like, you wouldn't have any problem with boundaries. All you would build is boundaries.
Yeah. Because that's what you've known, you know.
You're on the pedestal, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
But when you don't feel like a priority to someone like in your family or a guardian or parent, you tend to have lack of boundaries.
Yeah, and we go back to the same thing. It's always
yes.
both our mothers.
We definitely.
We always come back. It's funny, kind of how.
But it does play a big part in like your upbringing and like the way the world the way you perceive the world and the way you interact with people. Like it all starts at home. Like that's day one, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So that like it says a lot about you. Like your relationship with your parents can seep into your life to some extent.
Yeah, and I think that everybody, when you're born in here, you're like, who will challenge you and give you the most? Who will I gain the most, right? And I think that I did pretty good, and I set that, but then I was kind of pulled back because I fell for the, well, I don't know. It's much safer to do all these other things and not go for the gusto. So that was one of the things also that a narcissist does is that this is not necessarily bad because they're trying to keep you safe.
Yeah.
But that keeps you away from your dreams.
From your dreams. They want you, you want to do anything over the sun or, under the sun.
Under the sun, I mean? Yeah.
So you want to shoot for the stars and, they're like, maybe just get a ladder for right now. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, that's right. Don't get the rocket ship yet.
Exactly.
You're like, but I want to build a rocket ship and go to the moon. And you're like, hey, here's a ladder. Get to the top of the house first.
Get to the top of the house and then maybe a hot air balloon. And then we'll see.
But yeah, after the hot air balloon, then we'll see about our rocket.
Right.
Maybe we'll give you a plane or something first. Right. Then you can go for the rocket.
Exactly. It's never straight go for it. It's always fear-based.
Yeah, fear-based is what they do. But I think I'm overcoming it. I mean, obviously, one of my things that I have actually wanted to do is to do these videos.
Yes.
The main reason is because I actually hear people say, oh, you have a nice voice.
Yeah.
And then actually with Renee here, they say the same thing. I actually have my friends will come around and be like, wow. She's attractive, but it's also the fact that the conversation for how old you are, you're only in your 20s, and you are a person who can talk on all of the different levels. Your voice is very nice to hear. So when you have all of those things, we need to do something like this. So we're like, hey, let's actually put this just in front of us and let us move the rest of the people, just because we're trying to talk like normal people talk.
I mean, this is really kind of what we talk about on a daily basis. We just decided to put a camera up. And just kind of round it a little bit more.
Yeah.
But for the most part, yes, like I do enjoy having intellectual conversations with my dear friend here, Jay.
No.
And we, both have the throat chakra and the...
Yes, we are both Blu-ray throat chakra people who do really well at talking.
Enjoy talking, enjoy conversating, and enjoy going into deep depths of, conversations that maybe are controversial or might make other people uncomfortable.
A little squirmish, a little bit.
But that's, what we do like to do. That's why we decided to take on that, and that was something we wanted to do this year. Yeah,
and I think that has been accomplished. And I think this is a pretty good also a place to stop.
Yes, I agree.
So, we talked about the narcissist, right?
Yes.
And then in the end, we talked about several different subjects, and basically this is just story time. So I think with Magenta Days, which this is, we're going to mainly be talking about everything. We'll start off with a subject, but I guarantee it's not going to end with that subject.
It's hard for us to stay on one accord when it comes to conversations because we have so much to say and...
Well, there's life.
Yeah, we have different experiences, but they all are very similar, and we've learned very similar lessons through our experiences. So, we just want to be able to share that with the world.
Yeah.
Just
100%.
for you guys to hear our day-to-day conversations, because we have conversations on and off.
Oh yeah, and we're always like, I wish we would have had this one.
We have good ones, and we're like, we should have had the camera up.
And I think maybe even the next time I want to go on a no subject one.
Oh yeah.
So the next one we're going to do is going to have absolutely no subject, and we're just going to go and go.
Yes,
and just we'll start it from there. Yeah. So next one will be no subject. Thank you.
Thank you.
And see you guys next time.